time, the judges won't need to be there. If it comes up, you think you're strong, you think you're powerful, you have not felt anything. And I can't wait till I see it on his face, because I see it on every single person I fight's face. When they realize, oh shit, that's the message.
What is it that you can do to Khamzat that the rest of the division has failed to do so far?
Beat him.
How so?
I can beat Khamzat. I know for a fact Khamzat is shooting. That's a fact. I don't think, just like everybody else, he knows what he's going to feel when he is Khamzat going to be able to take me down? Absolutely. Absolutely, he'll be able to take me down. This is how a fight works. I would hope so. Isn't he like some Swedish champion or something? I would hope he could take me down. But then he has to deal with me on the ground, and he has to keep me there. Can I take Khamzat down? Absolutely. Am I going to take Khamzat down? Absolutely. And that, then we're entering an area that he doesn't know. He got taken down by Gilbert Burns. He got taken down by Usman. We've seen him being as dominant as anybody can be in the first round. We've seen him being as exhausted as anybody can be in the third round. This is a 5-rounder. With people that train with him, so I think that will probably be, but that's also hard to go on because nobody wants to really give anything away. But I don't think myself and Khamzat has really, maybe he has, he's trained with Till, which I fought. He's trained with Strickland, which I fought. And I guess that's going to be the only benchmarks for me. But when it comes to strength, there's not even a doubt in my mind that Khamzat is a strong guy, but I know for a fact that he's never felt power like this.
I am not the best grappler or wrestler or striker. In MMA, I'm the best. When we mix it all up, I am. That's why I have this. That's why the man has had every opportunity by anybody who means anything to get this, and he still couldn't do it. For me, let's just fight. Get it over with. Let's do it. I mean, let's.
After weeks of stress, the middleweight category just received a new injection of fire. Khamzat Chimaev has finally received a response from Dricus Du Plessis, and he didn't mince words. "I'm the best middleweight on the planet, and I'll prove it when we meet," DDP said in a brazen, unvarnished declaration. That is a warning, not trash talk. DDP praised Chimaev's skill and called him a fantastic fighter, but he soon clarified that sheer might is unable to overcome him. Du Plessis claims that Chimaev will face a competitor who is equally physically strong, but much more combat experienced. The verbal battle has officially started, and it has recently turned personal.
An incredible fighter, but you're fighting in the top 5 of the UFC. Everybody's incredible fighters. Khamzat is an absolute animal, absolutely. But I mean, you look at the Gilbert Burns fight, which you could have scored either way. You look at the Kamaru Usman fight, and you go, yeah, he did beat Robert Whittaker, but obviously his teeth broke back. It's unfortunate. He is really good. So, deserving of a title shot 100% after that performance. It's just an idea that I'm running by. John Jones is the only current American UFC champion, right?
Yep.
So now you have to ask your question, UFC is a massive American company. Mm-hmm. Is that...
Oh, shit. 170. Who's 170 champ? That's Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah, I think it's the...
I can't believe you just said, who is the 170 champ? Oh, that's the best here.
I love Bilal Muhammad. I love it.
Joe Rogan explained in detail why Khamzat Chimaev is such a fearsome presence in the middleweight class on a recent episode of his podcast. Rogan described Khamzat as a nightmare battle for practically anyone, highlighting his unrelenting wrestling, skillful grappling, and devastating striking. He made it clear that Khamzat drowns people, not merely knocks them down. According to Rogan, most males don't make it out of his realm once he takes hold of you. However, his ground game isn't the only frightening aspect of him. Chimaev's hitting is quick, strong, and supported by genuine knockout intent, Rogan said. He's a true beast at 185. You make one mistake and he's all over you, Rogan said in closing.
Technique that Khamzat has and the intensity of his attack is unlike anybody else. He's so talented. He's so good at grappling, and his stand-up is fucking dangerous too. And I think he's way better at 185. I really do. I think at 170 he was killing himself to make that weight. And now you see him at 185. I think he has more energy. And he's more than big enough for those guys. He's huge. He's a big guy. He's good, man. He's really fucking.
Khamzat Chimaev's incredible victory over Robert Whittaker was the subject of Joe Rogan's incessant praise, who said it was one of the most dominant performances he had ever witnessed. Rogan recalled the moment Chimaev surged forward in graphic detail on his show, stating, "He charged at him. He mauled him. He mauled him literally." Rogan highlighted how Whittaker, a former champion with elite striking, was denied any breathing room by Khamzat. Rogan claims that Whittaker's rhythm was broken very immediately by Chimaev's pressure, explosiveness, and ability to mix in strong takedowns. Few fighters have the physicality and mentality to do Khamzat's actions inside the octagon, he added, comparing it to seeing a wild animal latch onto its prey. For Rogan, the performance was a message as much as a victory. Whittaker wasn't simply defeated by Chimaev, he was overpowered. By achieving this, he demonstrated that he is not only prepared for the top of the division, but also that he belongs there.
Just a overwhelming victory. Khamzat just charged in, dove in, got him down, and mauled him until he broke his face.
Do you think it's different with Du Plessis? Because he can wrestle.
He can wrestle. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hits fucking hard, and he's a big, durable dude. But I don't know if he's going to be able to wrestle with that guy. Like, I don't know, man. The Khamzat skill is so high level, it makes me wonder. It's like, there's some guys, like you see it in jiu-jitsu. There's some guys that look really good until they fight somebody who's really, really good. And then they get manhandled.
The compliments didn't stop there. Additionally, Joe Rogan praised Khamzat Chimaev's grappling, saying it was on an entirely new level. Khamzat's ability to dominate, control, and break opponents on the ground is far superior to that of any other middleweight fighter, according to Rogan's show. Khamzat's technique, he said, is like an unrelenting force that doesn't allow combatants a chance to regroup or resist. Khamzat's ability to combine power, speed, and technique overwhelms even the best grapplers, as Rogan noted. He asserts that the game is finished as soon as Khamzat manages to get hold of you. Few warriors can withstand that level of strain.
To anybody. Like, is Khamzat at that level? Well, it kind of appears that he is. It appears that he's, in terms of like the grappling that he possesses, seems magnitudes greater than anybody else in his division.
But it's that skill thing that we talk about. When you can have athleticism, you can have strength. But when you come up against someone whose skill is far superior to yours, eventually you're going to burn out because there's only a finite amount of strength and power that you have got. And eventually, if you're fighting somebody who can match you physically, but also has the skill on top of it, I mean, you're kind of done, really, unless you get lucky with.
On the other hand, Michael Bisping gave high praise to Dricus Du Plessis, calling him one of the most underrated yet dangerous all-rounders in the UFC. Bisping pointed out that DDP doesn't always look flashy, but he's effective, relentless, and knows how to win fights under pressure. He's strong, awkward, and just doesn't stop coming. Bisping said he highlighted Dricus' durability, cardio, and his ability to mix up striking with grappling, making him a nightmare matchup for anyone who underestimates him. But Bisping also had a word of caution for Khamzat Chimaev. He acknowledged Khamzat's explosiveness and power, but said that if he wants to beat someone like Drich, he's going to need to improve his gas tank. If Khamzat doesn't pace himself or fix the conditioning, Drich will drag him into deep waters. Bisping warned. According to him, this fight could expose a major hole in Chimaev's game if he's not careful.
Dricus Du Plessis is gigantic for a middleweight as well. He's a very, very strong guy. He's got great jiu-jitsu. He's got excellent conditioning. Now, the conditioning is going to be key for Khamzat because moving up to 185, the conditioning will be improved. The strength will be improved. He can take on more nutrients. He can recover better between training sessions.
Michael Bisping predicted that Khamzat Chimaev will come out swinging hard and fast against Dricus Du Plessis, aiming to overwhelm the champion in the opening minutes. Khamzat's going to go absolutely berserk. Bisping said he'll try to rush in and finish it early. That's his style. Bisping acknowledged that this aggressive approach could work in Khamzat's favor, especially if he catches Dricus off guard or lands a clean takedown. But he also warned that it could backfire if Dricus weathers the storm. If Khamzat empties the tank too soon and Dricus is still standing, then he's in trouble. Bisping explained. He emphasized that Du Plessis thrives in gritty, drawn-out fights and has the durability to capitalize if Khamzat fades. For Bisping, the early blitz might be Khamzat's best chance, but also his riskiest move.
Full steam ahead. Khamzat Chimaev's going to go right at him. He ain't going to fuck about. He's going to swing for the fence. He's going to pick him up. He's going to try and slam him down. He's going to go berserk. He's going to go mental. And that's what we love about him. And that's why we can't wait to see this fight. But if he doesn't get him out of there in the first round or the second round, and he's starting to gas come round 3, and round 4 and round 5, he is looking to be anywhere else but in the middle of the octagon in the United Center, right? Dricus Du Plessis is going to take over. And that man is a big, powerful son of a bitch. And he is a finisher as well. 9 knockouts, 11 submissions. 11 submissions, right? I told you before, he choked out an entire Gracie Barra black belt jiu-jitsu team, one after the other. He's got tremendous wrestling. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He's got a unique style of striking, but it is super effective.
Despite Dricus Du Plessis holding the middleweight title, the betting odds currently favor Khamzat Chimaev as the likely winner, a move that hasn't sat well with Michael Bisping. Bisping called the odds disrespectful to Dricus, arguing that the South African champion has earned far more credit than he's being given. He's the champ. He beat Whittaker. He beat Brunson, and yet he's the underdog. Bisping questioned. He acknowledged Khamzat's hype and talent, but insisted that dismissing Dricus' resume and toughness is a mistake. According to Bisping, this fight is far more even than the odds suggest.
Tell me what you think about this. Tell me who you think wins the fight. I can't wait for it, but I just think the fact that Khamzat is the favorite, I think that's a little disrespectful to Dricus Du Plessis and what he's been doing in this sport.
However, Michael Bisping also hailed Khamzat Chimaev as one of the most dangerous finishers in the UFC, putting him in the same elite category as Tom Aspinall. Bisping said Khamzat doesn't play games when he gets in that cage. He's looking to finish, not to win on points. He emphasized that Khamzat's aggressive style, whether through smashing ground and pound or devastating submissions, makes him a constant threat from the opening bell. Bisping noted that Chimaev will be looking to maintain that reputation when he faces Dricus Du Plessis, the current middleweight champ. He wants to finish Dricus and keep that finisher status intact, Bisping said. He added that a dominant stoppage over a champion like DDP would not only send a message to the division, but also cement Khamzat's legacy as one of the most lethal closers in the sport today.
Comes to being effective, Khamzat Chimaev is right up there. He's one of the best finishers that we have in mixed martial arts right now. In fact, I will say the 2 best finishers in all of MMA right now, Tom Aspinall and Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat, 14 fights, 12 stoppages, 2 decisions, as I said earlier. And I'm telling you, he's going to try and finish Dricus Du Plessis straight away. And that's his best bet. Now, Dricus Du Plessis, this man's on fire, right? He's 23-2 overall. He's on an 11-fight win streak. He's got 10 wins in the UFC. And of course, this will be his 3rd title defense. He beat Sean Strickland by unanimous decision. He choked out Israel Adesanya in the 4th round. And he took the belt, as we know, in a close split decision victory over Sean Strickland way back at UFC 297. But they always say when you become the champion, you get 30% better. This man is improving all the time. He's got tremendous grappling of his own. If Khamzat Chimaev thinks that he's going to go out there and just take down Dricus Du Plessis and just choke him out, right, like he's some schmuck.
Chael Sonnen spoke out in full support of Khamzat Chimaev's aggressive approach against Dricus Du Plessis, saying that this is exactly how Boris needs to show up. Sonnen agreed that rushing in early and trying to overwhelm Du Plessis is the smartest strategy Chimaev could choose. He praised the tactic, stating if Khamzat can maul him early, take him down, stay active, and non-stop, even the best fighters can't reset under that kind of pressure. Sonnen made it clear that while Du Plessis is a sturdy champion, he believes Chimaev's early blitz could dismantle DDP before he even finds his rhythm. According to Sonnen, controlling space, pace, and aggression from the start is the key to victory. And Chimaev is set up perfectly to do just that.
I believed as recently as Chimaev's last fight that nobody could touch him. And you're a very fickle group. And can he beat him? That's between those two. How does he beat him? He starts with plan A, which is to take him down and maul him. And if that doesn't work, which in the past it hasn't, he attempts to bludgeon him on his feet more than he gets bludgeoned. That's the answer to the question. That's how Chimaev would...
One of the middleweight's icons, ahead of the highly anticipated bout between Dricus Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev, Israel Adesanya has offered a cautious opinion, suggesting that Dricus will prevail. According to Izzy, Du Plessis is a strong hitter, with exceptional durability and stamina, while Khamzat is a relentless powerhouse with nasty wrestling and finishing skills. Israel clarified that DDP can negate Chimaev's early push because of his ability to combine boxing, grappling, and mental tenacity. Adesanya believes Du Plessis will take control in the second part of the battle if he can withstand the early storm. According to Adesanya, even a powerful finisher like Boers needs to carefully prepare for DDP because of his poise under duress and diverse skill set.
Dricus versus Sean, our arch nemesis. Yeah. How do we think that rematch plays out?
I haven't thought about it. But if I'm gonna give the edge to anyone, it'd be Dricus.
This isn't just another fight. It's a collision of two of the most dangerous middleweights on the planet. One known for chaos, the other for grit. Khamzat Chimaev wants to make a violent statement. Dricus Du Plessis wants to prove he's not just the champ, but the man who ends the hype. Will Khamzat storm overwhelm DDP, or will Du Plessis stand tall and silence the doubters? Once again, let us know your predictions in the comments. Who walks away with the belt? Who walks away with the respect? Smash that like button if you're riding with your pick. Subscribe for more expert fight breakdowns. And don't blink because this one's going to be